Let us continue chemical properties of amines. Now we will see oxidation with the Carose acid. Oxidation with the Carose acid, we will take Carose acid formula is H2SO5. It is having one peroxy linkage. Now we will take primary amine, that is RCH2NH2. In this case, primary amine, it is attached to primary carbon. Primary amine attached to primary carbon. This is undergoing oxidation with Carose acid to give one compound called so and so. This compound name is hydroxamic acid. This compound name is called hydroxamic acid. Hydroxamic acid is obtained. Next compound is this one, aldoxane. Next compound is aldoxane. Next compound is what means aldoxane. Next compound is RCH2NHOH. RCH2NHOH. It is called N. This alkyl group is attached to N. Therefore, we can say N-alkyl and hydroxylamine. N-alkyl hydroxylamine. N-alkyl hydroxylamine is obtained. Sir, okay. Next, we will take a primary amine attached to secondary carbon. We will take primary amine attached to secondary carbon. It is secondary carbon. It is primary amine. Primary amine means N will have 2 hydrogens. Okay, it is undergoing oxidation with the Carose acid to give what compound? To give so and so compound. This compound name is called ketoxane. This compound name is called ketoxane. Aldoxane in the sense in the place of R, H will be there. It is aldoxane. It is ketoxane. Okay. Next we will take tertiary carbon having primary amine. That we will take. It is primary amine. It is tertiary carbon. Primary amine is having tertiary carbon. That we will take with the Carose acid. What is the product in the sense? With the Carose acid, we will get a nitrosoalkane. Nitrosoalkane. But if we take potassium permanganate as oxidizing agent, in this place NO2 will be there. Nitroalkane will be there. Sorry. NO2. Next we will go to secondary amine. We will go to secondary amine. We are taking secondary amine. Secondary amine undergoes oxidation to give so and so compound. It is a hydroxide. Hydroxide is attached to N. Hydroxide is attached to N. Okay. Now we will take tertiary amine. Tertiary amine is undergoing oxidation with Carose acid to give the compound called so and so. N oxide. Oxide is attached to N. Therefore, N oxide we can say. This we can write in like this. We will write formal charges we have given. Dative bond we replaced by normal bond by giving formal charges. Sir, okay. Next, we'll see oxidation with air. Oxidizing agent is what means air. Oxidation in the presence of air. So what happens means aliphatic amines undergoing oxidation to give N oxide. Aromatic amines undergoing fast oxidation. Okay. Next, carbylamine reaction. Carbylamine reaction means primary amines will undergo carbylamine reaction to give what compound in the sense isocyanide. Next, reaction with nitrous acid. Reaction with the nitrous acid we will see. Reaction with what in the sense nitrous acid HNO2. Set. First we will take primary amine. We are taking primary amine. For that example is this one. This will take. It is primary amine and it is aromatic. Primary amine aromatic. To this we are adding what in the sense HNO2. How we are adding HNO2 in the sense NaNO2 plus dilute HCl we are adding. Why we are not adding HNO2 directly in the sense HNO2 is unstable. So we will take in the form of salt. Salt with HCl gives HNO2. So this salt NaNO2 plus HCl gives HNO2 and NaCl. So, and what is the temperature provided here? Temperature provided is 273 to 278 Kelvin. That means 0 to 5 degrees Celsius is given. That means much low temperature is given. So what is the product produced? What is the product produced here? Product is this benzene ring with N2 plus Cl minus. Benzene diazonium chloride. It is called what means diazonium. So benzene diazonium chloride we are getting. It is a product. So what is the mechanism for this? That we will see. Now this NaNO2, this NaNO2 plus HCl gives what compound in the sense HNO2 and NaCl. Set. HNO2 we can write in the form of what means N is having two oxygens and one nitrogen with oxygen HO ON double one. N is having one lone pair. Okay, we have written like this. This oxygen is having two lone pairs. Okay. Now what is attacking? What is attacking this HNO2 in the sense H plus is attacking from acid. So this oxygen and H plus is attacking. So what is formed in the sense here so and so oxygen is getting positive charge. Next what happens? Next what happens means the bond is shifting, water is leaving. So we are getting a NO. NO is having positive charge. NO electrophile we got it. NO electrophile we got it. Next this amine is attacking this amine aryl group and NH2. NH2 will take N is having lone pair. This N is attacking. This N is attacking this N. So what we are getting? This AR, this NH2, this NH2 is attacking this NO. Here it is having lone pair. Okay. Here this dative bond becomes normal bond. So positive charge, here negative charge, already plus is there, therefore neutral. Sir, okay. So we have given so and so structure for this cell. Next, what happens means nitrogen is having positive charge, therefore the bond is migrating like this. So what is leaving in the sense H plus leaves, therefore we are getting AR, N is having lone pair H, and so and so we are getting so and so. Cell. Next step what happens means this O is attacked by H plus. This O is attacked by what in the sense? Sir, okay. We got like this. We'll go to next step. Next step what happens that we'll see. This bond is migrating to this place. This bond is migrating to this place. H plus attacking this. So we are getting AR, N, double bond, N, single bond O, H. So we got like this. Next step, H plus attacking this oxygen. H plus attacking this oxygen. So we are getting AR, N, lone pair, double bond N, lone pair. Oxygen is attacked by H plus, so oxygen gets positive charge. Next, what is leaving from here? What is leaving from here that we will see. This lone pair becomes pi bond. This bond is leaving. This bond is shifting to oxygen. So water is leaving. So what we are getting in the sense AR, N, triple bond N. This N is having lone pair. This N is getting positive charge. This is called diazonium. To satisfy, to neutralize this charge, Cl minus is there. So it is called benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. This reaction is called diazodization reaction. This reaction is called diazodization reaction. So now which will go for diazodization reaction in the sense primary amines will go for diazodization reaction. Okay, primary amines means functional group nitrogen is having two hydrogens. Those two hydrogens involved, you see, first hydrogen is removed as water here. Okay, first hydrogen is removed. First hydrogen means not this, it is nitrous acid. First we will take this amine, primary amine we have taken. This primary amine nitrogen is having two hydrogens here. First hydrogen is removed here. Next hydrogen going to this place. Then this is removed in the form of water. Therefore, these two hydrogens are involved in the reaction. So, which amines will go for diazodization in the sense primary amines will go for diazodization. Primary amines in the sense nitrogen will have two hydrogens, both hydrogens are required for diazodization reaction. Sir. So primary amine has gone for this reaction. Okay. Next, Why we have taken 0 to 5 degrees Celsius? Because at that temperature only diazonium salt is stable. Otherwise, a diazonium salt will undergo decomposition. Therefore, temperature should be 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. It should not be greater than 0 to, it should not be greater than 5 degrees Celsius. So, if we keep 5 degrees Celsius more, what will happen? That we'll see. Okay. So, now we'll take aniline, we have taken aniline. We will add HNO2. HNO2 we are adding in the form of NaNO2 plus dilute HCl. And we will take temperature greater than 5 degrees Celsius. We will take. Okay. So we took temperature, what means greater than 5 degrees Celsius. So what is happening here? What is happening means no doubt diazonium salt will be produced. So we got diazonium salt. We got diazonium salt, we got it. Temperature is greater than 5 degrees Celsius. So what is happening here in the sense? This is becoming unstable. So this bond is shifting towards this side. That is aided by, that is supported by what in the sense? Water molecules present in the reaction medium. Therefore, it is this water molecule oxygen is attacking, N2 is leaving. So N2 left. So what we are getting in the sense, we got here OH2, oxygen is getting positive charge. So now from here H plus is leaving. So we are getting a phenol. We got phenol. Okay. So that don't keep temperature greater than 0 degrees Celsius, greater than 5 degrees Celsius. If we keep 5 degrees Celsius, then we will get diazonium salt. If we keep greater than 5 degrees Celsius, then diazonium salt undergoes decomposition. Okay, therefore we are getting what in the sense phenol we are getting. So aniline we are taking, it is primary amine, it is aromatic, it is going for diazotization to give a diazonium salt when the temperature is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. When the temperature is greater than 5 degrees Celsius, diazonium salt undergoes a decomposition because it is unstable and gives what in the sense diazonium group is replaced by OH group. Diazonium group is replaced by which group in the sense OH group. Next we will take primary amine, but it is aliphatic. Primary amine, but it is what means aliphatic we will take. Okay, primary amine, but it is aliphatic. Okay, to this we will add HNO2, that we will add in the form of salt, NaNO2 and dilute HCl. Now we will keep the temperature 0 to 5 degrees Celsius only we will keep. Therefore, what we will get in the sense diazonium salt, we will get it. So we are getting diazonium salt. This aliphatic diazonium salt is unstable whether the temperature is low or high. Okay, so aliphatic diazonium salt is unstable. Therefore, this is converting into what? Since it is unstable, what happens we will see. Now, this is ethyl group we will write, and the diazonium group we will write like this, diazonium group. Since it is unstable, what is happening means from this N2 leaves. Therefore, we are getting so and so. We are getting carbocation. We are getting. Then this carbocation is attacked by what in the sense water molecule. Water molecule is attacking this carbocation, so that we are getting CH3, CH2, and this water, and this oxygen is having positive charge. So now this bond is migrating. So H plus is leaving. So we are getting CH3, CH2, OH. Ethanol we will get. What is another possibility for this carbocation? That we will see. For this carbocation, what is another possibility in the sense now this is undergoing hyperconjugation. That means H plus is leaving. H plus is leaving. Therefore, we are getting a alkene. Alkene we are getting. Therefore, it is of course it is primary amine, but it is aliphatic. So it is forming diazonium. But aliphatic diazonium is unstable. But aromatic diazonium is stable when the temperature is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. So it is aliphatic diazonium. So it is unstable. From this N2 leaves, then we are getting carbocation. What is attacking? So we are getting alcohol, or if it undergoes beta elimination, then we will get ethylene as a product, alkene as a product. Sir, okay. Next we will go for a secondary amines. We will take secondary amines. Okay, secondary amines aliphatic we will take. Sorry, so secondary amine will take. To this we will add HNO2. That means NaNO2 plus dilute HCl, we will add it. So what is a compound here produced in the sense so and so compound is produced. Nitroso compound, this NO is called nitroso. Nitroso is attached to this N. Okay, so what is the name of this? NO is called nitroso. This nitroso is attached to directly to N, so N nitroso, and two ethyl groups. Two ethyl groups means diethyl, and this N is called what means amine. So we can say N nitroso diethyl amine, we can say. So that secondary amine aliphatic secondary amine gives a N nitroso compound. Now we will take aromatic, we will take aromatic secondary amine. Now we have taken secondary amine, we have taken here. It is to this HNO2 is added. So what compound we will get, we will see. Now this phenyl ring, this N, this methyl group, and nitroso group, we will get it. This is called, what is the name of this? This nitroso group is attached to N, so that we will say N nitroso. This methyl group is attached to N, so we will say N methyl. Then this is what in the sense this benzene ring is attached with N is called aniline. Aniline, we can say. So aromatic secondary amine gives N nitroso. Aliphatic secondary amine gives N nitroso compound. Okay. Now we will go to tertiary amines. We will take. Now we will take a tertiary amines. Tertiary amines will give what compound? We will see. So triethyl amine, we have taken tertiary amine. To this HNO2 is added. What is the compound we are getting in the sense so and so compound we are getting? We got a so and so result. So what is how we got this one? We'll see. Triethyl amine we will take. Triethyl amine. Now HNO2 is having H plus and NO2 minus. It is attacking. So NH plus NO2 minus we got. Therefore, it is called what means quaternary ammonium salt. Therefore, here just acid-base reaction takes place. There is no diazotization. Just it is an acid, it is a base. So acid-base reaction takes place. So we got a salt. We got this salt is called a quaternary ammonium nitrite. Quaternary ammonium salt. Quaternary ammonium salt we can take. We can say. Next we will take a tertiary amine, but it is a aromatic. We will take. Okay. So now we will take phenyl ring N and Me2. Tertiary amine, but it is aromatic. To this HNO2 we are adding. So what is the product? What is the product means? This is the product. We are getting a product is so and so. We are getting product is so and so. Okay. So what is the product in the sense? This is the product. Therefore, and now you see that this part and this part is same. At para position, what is there? Say nitroso group is there. At para position, what is there means nitroso group is present. Nitroso group present at what position means para position. So in this para position, what is there? Hydrogen. Hydrogen is replaced by NO. Therefore, it is called substitution reaction. So here substitution reaction is possible. This substitution comes under which category in the sense electrophilic substitution. Here electrophile is what means NO plus is the electrophile. So it is called what in the sense electrophilic substitution reaction is possible. How it is possible that we will see. We will take HNO2, we will take nitrous acid. This is in the presence of H plus. What is happening means it is attacking. Therefore we are getting a so and so. We are getting so and so. Then from here water leaves. So we are getting a nitrosonium ion. We are getting what in the sense nitrosonium ion we are getting. Nitrosonium. We are getting a nitrosonium ion we are getting. Okay. So this is the electrophile. This electrophile attacks this para position. Therefore we got a para nitroso compound. We got it. Okay. So this nitroso group present at para position. So we can say para nitroso. Para nitroso. This two methyl groups attached to N. Therefore we can say N, N dimethyl. N, N dimethyl. And benzene is attached to N. Therefore that is called aniline. Para nitroso NN dimethyl aniline we can say. Okay. So tertiary aromatic in the sense it is going for electrophilic substitution reaction. So next reaction with the Grignard reagent we will see. reaction with the Grignard reagent. Okay, Grignard reagent will take. Now we will take primary amine, that is RNH2. We are taking primary amine RNH2. To this we will add Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent is RMGX. So what is the reaction possible here? That we will see. What is the reaction means this R dash. This R dash takes this bond pair and takes this hydrogen and becomes what in the sense R dash H alkane you are getting. Remaining part is what means MgX NHR remaining part. So we are getting a alkane we are getting. Sir, it is primary amine. Okay. Now we will take a secondary amine we will take. Now we are taking secondary amine. Now we will add Grignard reagent. So what is the product in this case? That we will see. This R dash takes this bond and takes this H plus and becomes a R dash H alkane. Then what is the remaining means Mg is having X and NR2. Set. Now we will take a tertiary amine. We will take tertiary amine. We are taking. To this we are adding Grignard reagent. So what is the reaction means a reaction does not take place. No reaction takes place because amine nitrogen is not having hydrogen. Okay, amine nitrogen is not having hydrogen. Okay, so when Grignard reagent will give like this alkane if functional group is having active hydrogen, acidic hydrogen. If functional group is having acidic hydrogen, then like this possibility is there. So like this possible for which one means with alcohol possible, with acetylene possible, with HCl possible. Now with alcohol, so alcohol we will take. Now we will add Grignard reagent. So what is the possibility here? You see this R is taking this bond and taking this H plus and giving a RH. Set with alcohol we said. Then with acetylene possible. Now we are taking Grignard reagent. So what is the possibility? You see that this R takes this bond and takes this H plus and gives what in the sense RH. What is the remaining means Mg is having X and this C triple bond CH. C triple bond CH. This is the compound. Okay. Next HCl we will take. HCl. HCl with a Grignard reagent. What is the product? HCl with the Grignard reagent. This R takes this H plus and gives what in the sense RH. Okay. So if active proton is there, acidic hydrogen is there. If acidic hydrogen is there, Grignard reagent R group takes that acidic hydrogen and gives RH we can say. Next reaction with carbon disulfide. Next we will go for reaction with what in the sense carbon disulfide we will see. Reaction with carbon disulfide. Okay, we will take a primary aliphatic amine. We are taking primary aliphatic amine we are taking. Okay, aliphatic primary amine we are taking. To this what we are adding in the sense HgCl2, mercury chloride we are adding. So we added a mercury chloride here. What is the product that we will see? Okay, now this NH2 part I will write like this. Then what is the reagent we are adding in the sense reagent is CS2 because reacting with the CS2 will take like this. CS2 we took in this way. So this H2 and this S removed as H2S. So what is the remaining in the sense CH3, CH2, N double bond C double bond S. So we are getting a NCS is called isothiocyanate. Isothiocyanate. NCS is called isothiocyanate we are getting. Sorry, this primary amine, it is aliphatic, it is primary amine, it is reacting with the reagent CS2. So this H2 takes S and becomes H2S. So remaining is NCS, isothiocyanate. What is the role of HgCl2? Why to add HgCl2? This H2S will be taken by HgCl2 and becomes what means HgS precipitate and HCl. HCl goes to solution. We are getting what in the sense HgS precipitate we are getting. This reaction is called Hoffman mustard oil reaction. This reaction is called Hoffman mustard oil reaction. This reaction is called Hoffman mustard oil reaction we can say. So now we will take same primary amine, but aromatic will take. It is primary amine aliphatic. Now we will take a primary amine aromatic will take. So we are taking aromatic primary amine. Aromatic primary amine, we will add CS2, but we will add KOH, we will add base, we are adding. So what we are getting here, that we will see C6H5, NH, C double bond S, NH, C6H5 will get. This compound will get. So what is how to get this compound, that we will see. So aniline we will write. So we are writing aniline like this, and CS2 will write like this. CS2, another aniline will take. Another aniline we have taken. So we will round off H2S here. H2S we rounded off, so we got this one. Now, this C6H5 is called phenyl. Phenyl is attached to N. This phenyl also attached to N. So this name is N, N diphenyl. Diphenyl we can say. And regarding the CS, CS is called what means thiourea. Thiourea. Urea formula is what means? Urea formula is NH2 CO NH2 NH2 CO NH2. Thiourea means in the place of oxygen, what will be there in the sense sulfur will be present. In the place of oxygen, what is present? What is present means sulfur is present. That is thiourea we are saying. Sir, we got thiourea, we got it. Next, it is reacting with what in the sense corn HCl. It is reacting with corn HCl. Corn HCl means H plus is attacking this N. So this N is having lone pair. This lone pair is attacking this H plus. This bond is migrating to Cl. So we are getting a C6H5. We'll write it as phenyl, and it is NH. Then C double bond S. Here H plus is attacking. Therefore it becomes positive charge and phenyl. So what is the next step? We will see. In the next step, this bond is coming to this place, then this bond is migrating to this place, then we will get pH N double bond C double bond S. This H plus attacking this aniline, so we are getting anilinium ion. Anilinium ion we are getting. Okay, so and so we got this is what means isothiocyanate. It is phenyl. Therefore, phenyl isothiocyanate. Phenyl isothiocyanate is a compound name. Phenyl isothiocyanate is a compound name. Therefore, aliphatic primary amine with CS2. What is the compound means? Isothiocyanate. Aromatic primary amine with CS2 also isothiocyanate. But here we are taking base, we are taking but in this case we are taking HgCl2 we are taking. Sir. Next reaction with COCl2. Reaction with COCl2. COCl2 is called phosgene. Sir. Primary amine will take primary amine aliphatic. Primary amine aliphatic with COCl2. What is the product? Or NHCO NHR. It is the product. Sir. Now we will take this compound. How we got this compound, that we will see. This RNH2 will write like this. COCl2 we will write like this. COCl2. Then another RNH2 will write. Another RNH2. So what we will round off in the sense, we will round off HCl, we will round off. Here also let us round off HCl. So what is the rest you see? What is the rest? RNHCO NHR. That's what we are getting here. Okay. So primary amine aliphatic goes like this. Next we will take a primary amine, but aromatic will take. Primary amine but aromatic with COCl2. What is the product obtained in the sense NHCOCl with the phenyl ring? Okay, this on heating what happens means this on heating gives N double one C double one O with the phenyl ring. So we are getting a isocyanate. We are getting isocyanate. We got isocyanate. So on heating what happens means from this what is removed, that we will see. From this HCl is removed. HCl is removed. So we are getting isocyanate. We are getting. Sir, okay. Next we will go for this halogenation of aromatic primary amines. Will take. We will take halogenation. Next we will take a halogenation. So halogenation gives a what product? That we will see. Now we will take aniline. Aniline is treated with bromine water. Aniline is treated with bromine water. What is the product we are getting in the sense 2,4,6 tribromobenzene? We are getting a 2,4,6 tribromobenzene we are getting. So at second position Br, at fourth position Br, at sixth position Br, 2,4,6 tribromobenzene we are getting. It is a white precipitate. This is white precipitate. Sir, what is the mechanism involved here? What is the mechanism involved in this case? That we will see. Mechanism involved in this case. Now this bromine water is present. Bromine water is present here. Now this aniline will take. We are taking aniline. Nitrogen is having one lone pair. Now this phenyl ring. Here bonds will give like this. Here hydrogen is there. This bromine comes for attack. This bromine comes for attack here. Bromine is having, each bromine atom is having 3 lone pairs. Now what happens means this lone pair is attacking this lone pair comes here and attacking this Br, and this bond is leaving, so that we got what in the sense here NH2 double bond, here 5 bonds, here HBr, here positive charge. Correct? So next step, what is the next step? We will see. Now this bond is migrating here, this bond is migrating here, so we will get a NH2 Br. Okay, like this we are getting. So this is going for which reaction in the sense in the place of H, Br comes, therefore substitution. So this is donating, this is contributing lone pair to this bromine, therefore bromine attacks as a electrophile, therefore it is called a electrophilic substitution reaction. Now in this one, nitrogen is having lone pair. Lone pair is there means it will act as plus R group. It will show positive resonance effect. Lone pair is there means it will donate lone pair to the benzene ring. Therefore, it will activate the phenyl ring towards electrophilic substitution. It is which activator in the sense activating electrophilic substitution, which director in the sense orthopara director. Therefore, at ortho position bromine and at para position bromine. So we are getting what in the sense white precipitate we got aniline with this white precipitate. How to make aniline to go for monobromination, that we'll see. Here aniline has gone for tribromination. Now how to make aniline to go for monobromination, that point we'll see. So to undergo monobromination, what we have to do means we have to take aniline. First this aniline should be converted into acyl group. That means it has taken for what means acetylation. It is taken for acetylation. So what we will get in the sense here NH COCH3. We will get like this. Now this is taken for what in the sense this is taken for a halogenation. This is taken for halogenation. So it is taken for halogenation in the sense now at ortho position what is taking place means halogenation. Otherwise at para position halogenation is possible. At para position halogenation is possible. Okay, so we are getting so and so. At para position we are getting halogenation like this. Next it is taken for what in the sense hydrolysis. It is taken for hydrolysis. It is taken for hydrolysis. Hydrolysis in the sense here this side OH group OH minus, this side H plus. Therefore we will get that NHCOCH3 becomes NH2 and this phenyl ring with Br. At ortho position Br is there. Now this if you hydrolyze, NH2, that phenyl ring, and at para position Br is there. It is para-bromoaniline, it is ortho-bromoaniline. We got para-bromoaniline and ortho-bromoaniline, we got it. So now here aniline has gone for monobromination, but in the previous case aniline has gone for a tribromination. Why is it so? Here in this case aniline has gone for monobromination, In the previous case, aniline has gone for a tribromination. So what is the reason that we'll see? Okay, here aniline is going for tribromination with bromine water because nitrogen is having lone pair is going for resonance with the phenyl ring. Okay, now in this case what happens? This aniline is taken for acetylation. In this acetylation, what happens means this group is undergoing resonance. How the resonance will be there? This group is undergoing resonance. The resonance is like this. Here double bond, here O minus, here CH3, N is having positive charge. Because of positive charge, its activating tendency of phenyl group getting reduced. Therefore, it is going for monobromination but not tribromination. Okay, because of this positive charge, it is not activating phenyl ring as much as like NH2 group. Therefore, it is having less tendency to go for electrophilic substitution. Therefore, it is going for monobromination here but not tribromination. So that this aniline, if you want to take aniline for monohalogenation, first you go for acetylation, then you go for bromination, you will get monobromo product, then hydrolyze it, this becomes again NH2 group. Sir, okay. So aniline, if you want tribromination, take halogen in the presence of water. If you want to monobromination, first take aniline to acetylation, then take to halogenation, then take to hydrolysis. You will get a monohalogenated product. You will get. Next, we'll see nitration. We'll see. Next, we are seeing a nitration. We are seeing set. In the nitration, we will take aniline. We'll take aniline. This will take for nitration. Nitration means add nitrating agent. Nitrating agent is what? Corn nitric acid and then corn sulfuric acid. It is a nitrating agent. The temperature provided is 293 Kelvin. 293 Kelvin provided. So what is the product we got? That we'll see. First product is orthonitroaniline. Orthonitroaniline. This is how much means 2%. Next we are getting metanitroaniline. We are getting what product in the sense metanitroaniline we are getting. It is how much in the sense 47%. Next we are getting paranitroaniline. We are getting what in the sense paranitroaniline. For this percentage is how much means 51%. Paranitroaniline we got it. So now why we are getting a mixture of products on nitration? Now this is a aniline is taken for nitration. We are getting mixture of products. Why is it so? Now in this aniline, functional group nitrogen is having one lone pair. This lone pair attacks H plus of this acid. H plus of this acid. So we are getting what in the sense anilinium ion. We got a anilinium ion. Now see, positive charge is there. Therefore, a positive charge means can we say that this is activating the phenyl ring? No, we cannot say it is activating the phenyl ring. So we can't say it is activating the phenyl ring because of this. So this N plus means it is electron withdrawing group, because since it is electron withdrawing group, it is activating the phenyl ring at meta position for electrophilic substitution. Therefore, we got meta product around 47%. So we got meta product as 47%. Ortho product is less percentage. So now here we are getting mixture of nitro anilines. We are getting mixture of nitro compounds. We are getting. If you want to get a single product as major, then how to go for nitration? That we'll see. Single product of nitro group, nitro compound we want. For that, how to go in the sense first take aniline. Take this aniline for acetylation.